Advancing my English skills from a pre-intermediate to an advanced level is very similar to walking. So if you don't know me, I'm a huge fan of going on long walks, and I've been able to lose about 15 pounds over the past 2 months through walking and eating a balanced diet. And looking back, walking has helped me a lot with keeping my weight off. And the way I walk is basically the same as the way I've improved my English proficiency, which is through deliberate practice. And today in this video, I'm going to compare these two to illustrate how you can achieve an excellent command of English through deliberate practice, even if you're a beginner or an intermediate English learner at the moment. When walking, I have a clear objective or goal, which is to lose weight and keep it off. So having this kind of clear goal helps me decide how I should walk, how long I should walk, and how often I should walk. And of course, there are different ways of walking. I mean, everybody walks every single day. But if my goal is to lose weight, I should avoid walking at a leisurely pace. And instead, I should increase my speed and walk briskly so that I can raise my heart rate and burn more calories. And the same principle applies to improving my English proficiency. In 2020, when I decided to start advancing my English skills, I made sure that I had a clear goal from the start. And my goal is to speak English fluently. And to me, fluency is the ability to speak English with relevant vocabulary and grammar, clear pronunciation, and natural intonation with ease. Setting this kind of clear goal has helped me decide what practice methods I should use, how I should speak English, and what I should pay attention to when speaking in English. When I go on a walk, I know that I can't just walk at a leisurely pace, so I deliberately walk briskly. I need to keep my goal in mind, otherwise I'm just gonna end up forgetting to exert my energy and walking lazily. And when I speak English, I also keep my goal in mind. So my goal is to speak English with relevant vocabulary and grammar, so I mindfully incorporate relevant vocabulary that I've learned. I also pay attention to tenses and prepositions and mindfully construct sentences so that I can avoid making grammar mistakes. And of course, there is nothing wrong with making grammar mistakes, but my goal is to speak English accurately. And in terms of pronunciation, observing the pronunciation of native English speakers helps me identify my own pronunciation mistakes. But again, if I just speak English without keeping in mind my goal of speaking English with clear pronunciation, I'm just gonna end up making the same pronunciation mistakes even though I know that they're incorrect. So whenever I practice my English speaking skills, I practice them mindfully and deliberately by keeping my goal in mind. Honestly, when I started walking fast, I experienced a lot of physical discomfort, such as shin splints, sore muscles, and blisters. But it didn't really stop me from walking fast deliberately because I knew that the discomfort was temporary and that I would get used to it eventually. And the same thing happens to me every time I learn something new in English and use it, such as a grammar pattern, a vocabulary expression, or an English sound. I remember learning about rising and falling intonation a few years ago. I felt quite uneasy and uncomfortable when I spoke English using them for the first few times, but then finally I got the hang of them, and only by using them intentionally was I able to master them. If I had avoided them just because they caused discomfort, I wouldn't be able to use them at all, and it would hinder me from being able to speak English naturally. Deliberately practicing my English speaking skills is not easy, but it's been worth it. I've been able to make tangible progress and changes in my English and maintain the progress over the past 4 years. So I'll keep advocating practicing our English skills intentionally because I believe that it's going to benefit people greatly.